Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of My Speaking Podcast. This is one half of My Speaking Podcast, your boy Mike, aka Booby, aka Choke Yourself. As you can see, we're doing it different tonight. My partner is on vacay. He's in Louisiana. Hopefully he get back home safe and sound. But the show must go on. We got to give you a podcast. We got to give you something that I'm burning on. So before we get started, I'm going to give you like this. We might not always be right. We might not always be wrong. But you're going to get our mouse pen what we're speaking on. On that note, let's go ahead and get started. The USA men's basketball team, was at work, got a chime on my phone. Kawhi Leonard backed out of the U.S. Olympic team. That's significant because if you go back 3-4 episodes ago, when they had announced the team, I said to myself, you bring in Kawhi Leonard, who's always hurt, Joel Embiid, who's always hurt, LeBron James, who's right at 40, Kevin Durant, who he can get hurt. So you bring in 4 to 12 guys that's up in age. Lo and behold, Kawhi backs out. Got home this afternoon, read more about it. They said the Clippers and him came to some kind of agreement, I guess, to saying he doesn't need to play. Well, the biggest thing is he should have turned it down when they even asked him day one. Because at the end of the day, you didn't really help the Clippers out. He was hurt all the time. You really ain't played a whole season in about 5 or 6 years, if I can remember right. I understand that you wanted to get on your first Olympic team. I get it. But this is not like the NBA. You cannot just go in there and load management and say, I'm not going to play today. You got to try to get to the gold medal. The whole purpose of this is to try to win the gold. You need 12 healthy bodies. We don't even know how long Embiid is going to be playing. Let alone Kawhi. Then Kevin Durant has a calf strain. He's not even playing an exhibition game coming up against Canada this week. So I say all that to say this. I'm glad Kawhi came to his senses and say, you know what? I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to help the team out. But the funny thing that came to me is who they replaced him with. Replaced him with Derek White. Now, the reason I say this, I'm going to backtrack and go all the way back around the circle. When you're picking your first 12 supposed to be best players in the U.S., this is what I'm saying. Who name is not on that list that should be on that list? And I'm gonna just give you a second. You telling me in the NBA right now is 12, 11 other guys better than Jaylen Brown? Nowhere in the world. Jaylen Brown, the same one who won the MVP of the finals. But now they have on the USA team now, they got Tatum, they got Drew Holiday, and they have Derek White. I'm not saying anything wrong with Derek White. But you need somebody who's a two-way player that's going to lock somebody up on the other end and can score on this end. I'm not saying Derek White can't do that, but Jaylen Brown is the upper echelon of doing that. He, to me, if you were to ask me, without a doubt, shadow of a doubt, he's the star of that team. Tatum is right below him, like 1A and 1B. But Brown, to me, is that guy on that team. So they took Derek White. But I'm going to tell you what I think happened. Jaylen Brown didn't get the nod. They might, and I'm just speculating all this right here. I got a funny feeling when Kawhi said he gonna back out. I got a funny feeling they probably called Jaylen Brown. He like, nah, if I wasn't one of the best 12, why you want to call me now? I done made plans for those summer. I'm gonna hang out with my family, go on vacation, call somebody else. That's what I would be saying if I was him because he's one of the best 12 players in the U.S. right now in the NBA, bar none. But anyway, they picked up Derek White. And while they was down there practicing, somebody by the name of Cooper Flagg was giving them the business. I'm telling y'all. You know how you can see a storm coming far away? This kid right here, he's different. Very different. When he takes the NBA, it's going to be like no other. And I even told a lot of people today at work, I even told a lot of people who listen to me, if you had Wembanyama in the draft and Cooper Flagg in the draft, give me Cooper Flagg 10 out of 10. And I'm telling you dead, I'm telling you straight, I'm looking at you straight in your face and telling you how I feel. The simple fact is he's 6'10", can play the point, can shoot, he can facilitate the offense from the top of the key. He can post up when he has a smaller man. He can go around the bigger man. He can shoot threes like a guard. He can jump out the gym. He plays both ends. He plays defense and he plays offense. What else do you want? I know for a fact every team this year coming up who doesn't even see themselves getting into the top 8 or top 10 for the playoffs or the play-in, everybody gonna be tanking for this guy, and rightfully so. He has what the Zion's, when Zion was about to come out of the draft, everybody was high on Zion #1. When Wembanyama was coming out, you heard Wembanyama and then everybody else. It was Zion, and then, John Morant was right below him. This draft is Cooper Flag. Point blank, period. He is that guy. I would take him in a heartbeat. And I would do anything to see him with my beloved Charlotte Hornets. That would be crazy. I would love to see that starting five with him at the power forward. But, we got to wait for that to happen. But like I say, also, I got to go in the front of free agency. We are in Charlotte. We are based in Charlotte, me and my partner. But I'm so happy the Hornets gave Miles Bridges a 3-year, $75 million deal. It's significant to me because every time we draft people like P.J. Washington, we drafted him. He went elsewhere, played better, was about to get a ring, but he came in second place. But my thing is, he played much better over there. I'm tired of seeing Charlotte draft players and they leave and go somewhere else. I'm glad they locked him up. I hope he stays here for the 3 years. And I hope he ball out because I'm a Miles Bridges fan. I couldn't see how you can let a 20 points, 7 rebounds, and maybe 3-4 assists game just walk out. You can't just find that on the street anywhere. So now with supposedly Melo, Brandon Miller, who was the star of the team, Miles Bridges, they got a 1-2-3. Hopefully if Melo can stay up. And I keep knocking Melo because of the simple fact he's hurt. But hopefully he can come back and finally put the ability he has on the court and stay healthy. That's the biggest thing, stay healthy. But also, I'm going to flip this also. I'm watching the Summer League a little bit, not so much for the wins and losses. It doesn't even matter about that. To see what kind of culture our new coach has. Charles Lee, I love what he's doing so far. Love what he's doing. I love the front office. The front office, what they did with Miles Bridges was perfect. They knew that they didn't have to outbid for Miles Bridges. Only one other team had money after Orlando had got KCP, and when Philadelphia went and got Paul George, only 2 teams really had money up on the cap, Charlotte and Detroit. So Detroit had just signed Tobias Harris to a 2-year, I think, $54 million contract. So why would you sit here and you outbidding yourself? So basically, but what Rich Paul and them did was smart too. He got a 3-year, $75 million, guaranteed $75 million. So Miles getting his bag. It might not be what he want in how many years, but he getting $75 million. And Charlotte got what they want, 25. And I think that was a perfect segue, for them to have him there for $75 million. But for this front office, I think the coach is right. I think the general manager is right. I think the ownership is right. I think they finally getting a foundation back here where they care about the culture. They care about the city. They care about what kind of players they're going to have on their team. They're really trying to make a mark. I think they're tired of being the mediocrity, in the middle. So it just, I'm happy for the Charlotte, hopefully fan base. Hopefully this year Mr. Lee can bring something to the team and we can turn it around finally. Because one thing I'm going to tell you about Charlotte, when we had the Larry and the Zoes and the Muggsy and the Dales and the Kendall Gills, if you win in Charlotte, the fans will come out. And that's any city pretty much. If you win, fans will come out. So that right there is the biggest note I want to take away. And like I say, to all our new subscribers out there, man, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to rock with us, to have fun. Anytime y'all have a comment or have something in your mind or something in your head you want us to do or want us to try, man, give us a shout out. Shoot us a comment. Let us know. Me and my partner, we ain't willing to do anything. Just like he shot me the other day at the mailbox. Yeah, I don't like no heat, but guess what? He shot it anyway. Who cares? It is what it is. But like I say, we got some more events coming up in the next couple of months. We're going to be getting ready for. Like I say, thank you to everybody who subscribed to us, who's watching us, who's following us. We're going to keep giving you more. And like I say, this is the first time that I've done this dolo, which is kind of funny. But at the same time, anybody who know me, I love sports. And I could flip and talk about baseball, basketball, football, boxing, whatever the case may be. I could talk about it. And the last thing I want to say going out on this is the Major League All-Star game is about to come up. And I want to give a shout out to my team, the Braves. They only got 3 representatives. They got Chris Sale, Marcelo Ozuna, and first time Ronaldo Lopez. First time he ever going. Congratulations to him. And like I say, I'm gonna give you some updates about baseball. I know a lot of y'all saying, hey, the middle of the season ain't that really on. But also, look at the WNBA. Somebody asked a great question. If the season stopped today, would Angel Reese be the Rookie of the Year? Or would it be Caitlin Clark? Angel Reese, if I'm not mistaken, did like 13 or 14 straight double-doubles, something that's never been done. But, Caitlin Clark was getting all the, the hype and stuff. Rightfully so. I mean, I get it. But Angel Reese is doing her thing, too. And I want to see this pretty much voting is going to remind me of LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Go back and look at the numbers for Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. Go back and look at them real good. And if you look at it real good, Carmelo should have won Rookie of the Year that year. But they gave everything to LeBron, which is politician, this, that, and the other. But let's see how this plays out for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Will Caitlin Clark actually get the MVP? Not the MVP, I'm sorry. The WNBA Rookie of the Year. Or will Angel Reese surpass her and get the WNBA Rookie of the Year? Because you got to look at it. Both of them having phenomenal years. But Angel Reese is doing her thing. Slowly but surely, she's getting the recognition that she should have got day one on the same level as Caitlin Clark. So let's keep an eye on that. That's something this summer we can keep an eye on. Ain't no more NBA. We got to get ready for the for the Olympics coming up with the basketball and all the track and the swimming and everything that they're gonna be doing. But for the WNBA, for the games gonna be here, the sport gonna be in the United States. Let's keep an eye on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and y'all let us know who you think should win the WNBA Rookie of the Year. On that note, I'm gonna holler at you later. This your boy Mike. Y'all be good. Peace out.